This is going to change everything for you. We call it stacking and tracking. Think of it as your personal, fancy, lazy way of getting everything that you want because it's based on you and where you start. It's not based on anybody else's shit, just yours. Okay? It's not based on a formula that's based on somebody else's success. It's based on you and then this formula, which is a success stack that helps you architect it. It'll help you prioritize and synchronize all of your efforts. And the great news is all of your marketing will become easier, which is what we all want because most people hate marketing. Am I right? So if that's the case, I want to invite you to play with us the next 12 months and build your custom thought leader success stack so that all of those pieces will make sense and you can actually get the right work done every month and make money, build your reputation, and get a book deal. That's the goal. So, with that said, we started something really epic. It's called the Thought Leader Collective. And I want to invite you to apply. By the way, you can't just buy this, you have to apply because we want to make sure it's the right thing for you. The cool thing is, as I said, you don't even want to pay 10,000, right? So I'm doing something crazy. Before, if any of you have been my client before, you could not be my client for less than 12,000 a year. And what we're doing now is like, I'm so committed to this that I want to find the people who actually want to win the next 3 years. Like, really focus, really get good at this, and make money while you're doing it. So, this is a strategic network and an education platform and guidance directly from me and Carissa for people like us so that you can take your body of work and turn that into best-selling books and undeniable brands that don't get erased from the future. We believe deeply that thought leaders deserve better and that we need your voices more than ever. And so much so, these are people who are in the Thought Leader Collective. These are people that I've worked with. These are people who are part of our greater community. It's like I'm so focused on the book thing now because I'm like, that's the missing piece that separates the wannabe people from the legitimate people. That's it. So really, I've just refined it. And writing a best-selling book is part of this path. So if you're like, I don't think I ever want to write a book, it actually is not for you. But if you know that that is something you've always wanted to do, you just couldn't fit in, or you did want to write and you felt like you had lukewarm, mediocre results, this is for you. Because it's about you deciding today that you want to be seen as a thought leader and that you're making money now and building your brand now with that in mind. Ideal people are people who want to make predictable income, that you want to be in thought-provoking intellectual conversations, that you nerd out on strategy and frameworks, that you love books and storytelling, that you love personal and professional development, that you understand that there's an emotional, mental, physical, and financial toll when being who you are, and that therefore you want to be around empathetic people that will also not let you quit. If you are a speaker, event planner, service provider, publicist, lit agent, or other resource that helps authors, this is a community that is epic for you. If you want to be a legitimate bestseller, not just a manufactured one on Amazon. If you want to be in a community where you get to lead too, not just be some hash mark on a bedpost, this is for you. Because if you come with us, you're going to be disrupting and innovating the publishing industry with us. You're going to be changing the face of that industry and you won't be erased from the future. So how does this look? Basically, when you join TLC, we're going to build your strategic playbook with you. Okay, from the ground up, based on everything you've already accomplished and the things that you no longer have to focus on. And then you're going to have a 100-day plan every 100 days to execute. And you'll be held in the container to do that. This is actually really fun and exciting because it's all about you, but you get to be with other people doing it. It's really different than what anybody else is doing out there. Okay. So here's what it is. It's dynamic, expert-led, done with you, transparent strategy that supports your vision, not someone else's. You're going to develop the right book idea, brand authority, and business model that fits your experience, expertise, and energy type. You're going to build and be in community with rally teams that support your thought leader efforts, and you're going to confidently get the clear direction on what's working and what's worth doing versus being confused. And also being like thrown around like a rag doll with this online noise. Here's what it's not. It's not a course. that you'll never finish or prioritize. It's not a group coaching program that doesn't have clear deliverables. It's not a formula that you can cut and paste into your business that will work automatically because the teacher, guru, coach has done it for themselves. It is not flexing or faking your way through the process. In fact, this is the most authentic you'll ever experience. And finally, you will be never made to feel like an imposter, and you'll never have to be the favorite to win. That's our commitment. So, with that said, what are the deliverables? First of all, we're going to build that thought leadership strategic playbook, which is going to build your intellectual property, your book idea, the business plan, all your messaging and communication, your brand content, and your revenue plan. You get it all. Okay. And then you get 4 100-day sprints where you're actually activating what works. Then we will redo the playbook and update it so that you are moving into the right direction. You get access completely to me and Carissa and the rest of our team to be your ongoing advisors during this. Now, you're probably thinking like, oh my God, how much is this? This is crazy, Jen. This is the best thing I've ever done. I promise you. Okay. This is everything you get, which is really, really exciting. It's at least worth almost $40,000 easily. It is the most approachable high touch program I've ever created. And it's because we are at an inflection point in the industry. And therefore, I have to go help the people that I need to help. And I'm willing to invest my own time, energy, and frankly, money to do it because we're just too important. So, what that looks like is very transparently, it's $7,500 for the year. Okay. So, just to let you know, there is a payment plan. But before you can even join, you have to actually book a call with Carissa or someone else on my team to talk about, is it really for you? And why we're doing that is because we're being transparent about how much it costs. We're telling you what it is. And I just want to work with people who want to win and that you understand why we're doing it. The cool thing is a no risk $500 deposit. We have 16 spots because we've been selling this thing since the last 6 weeks. So we have 16 left and that's it. And so if you know that you want to work with me this year, please apply. Okay. And you won't pay any balances and you won't have to worry about the payment plans or anything until you have the conversation. And it's no risk because you paid for it. I mean, you get the $500 back if it's not a fit. Okay. So this is how you do it. You go to jennifercam.com/thought leader, or you can scan this QR code. So let's give you like 30 seconds to go ahead and scan the QR code, or team, you can put the link in the chat and then you go ahead and click it. You pay $500. Then you'll get an email from us scheduling your call. And then the good news is if it is a fit, and then you even choose to pay in full, you'll actually get a one-on-one with me specifically to do some custom work on your plan, which is worth at least $5,000. So I hope that if you are like really feeling what I've been putting down, that you really come with us because it's going to change the game. If you have a book coming out, the campaign strategy is something you get access to, which nobody gets access to. That thing's worth at least 50K. Consider joining the collective. Now, there's 2 people that if you want, you can do what we're calling the Prime upgrade. And that is for me to work with you in 3 one-on-one sessions in addition to the group to build your entire playbook with you personally. Now, in the group, I'm still the one leading it, but you're going to be doing it as a group. This is going to be like, I really need Gen Chem one-on-one. Here's the thing, you can't just buy this either. You have to first talk to TLC core first. And then if you want to add this on, you can mention it and say, is that still available? But I wanted to let you know it is available, but you can't join it until we have a conversation. Okay. So with that said, why now? Can I just wait for the right time? Number one, right now you have direct access to me. I'm not saying I'm really committed to this, so I'm not going to try to bullshit you and be like, scarcity, like run, have FOMO. I'm more like, if you know, you know, right? But I will say that I'm given a lot of time in the first couple cohorts, and I feel like you might as well. The other thing is that after September, this is going to be, really, our next launch of this is going to be $10,000 minimum. So you're already going to save 2,500. So you might as well, if you already know. And this is a year-long support. And yes, is our intention that you stay in it? Absolutely. That's also why I want it to be that, because you will always be grandmothered in at that price point. Because I want you to stay with us for 3 years minimum so that you can actually get all your goals done. Does that make sense? So like Why not? Next is we only have 16 spots left because we've sold the rest. And by the way, we were keeping it at 50 on purpose. I could sell the shit out of this. I'm going to tell you why I'm not. I want to know every single one of you. I want to get excited about every single one of you. I don't want this to be some like, I don't know Jen, I don't know Carissa kind of program. We don't need those programs anymore. Does that make sense? Like, we cannot be in programs like that where we are not seen. We need to be known. So you need people to care about you because you need your mentors to care about you. You need to demand that your mentors care about you. That's why we've architected it with a 50 person limit on purpose. And finally, the longer you wait, the harder it's going to get because AI is here, friends. It is eating up all of the parts of the internet that are no longer going to be relevant. And if I have not done my job today and made the case that starting now so that you can create more ease and success, then I'm sorry I didn't do my job because I really feel like I gave it all to you. I laid it all out and I promise you will spend more. Or you might decide to go get a job instead of being a thought leader. And that's okay too. But really, like when we think about everything that's happening now, that's the only thing that's going to stand out. Okay, so with that said, I hope you have a conversation with us. As I said, it's no risk, so why not? And that's it.